Hey everyone, it's Tim. Thanks for stopping by my channel. As I mentioned a couple days ago, I'm starting a new series, and today is the first one. So we're going to go explore different parts of New England and check out places where I included in my stories, primarily right now, the Dragon and the Whites. So if you remember what I said in the intro, we're going to go over different places that made its way into the three main books. I have some short stories coming out. I'll include those later. There's Eggs in Two Baskets. Obviously, my upcoming children's book is not going to include, at least right now, any spots in the story because it all takes place on Mars. But maybe we'll save that for the future. And today, what we're going to go do is we're going to go check out the Wachusett Reservoir's sort of abandoned train tunnel that used to go over a trestle of the Nashua River in Clinton. And it cuts right across the river in front of the dam, and it made its way over the other side, heading into West Boylston. The train trestle's down. It came down in the 70s. The train's no longer there. It's basically just an abandoned tunnel. And I grew up the hill right from it, and it was basically in my backyard growing up, and I love to go down there. So what we're going to do today is we're going to go check out the tunnel. My son and I are going to go walk through it. He's never been further than like 5 feet into it. We checked it out when he was a little bit younger, but we didn't want to go in. And yeah, he's all geared up for it, and it's going to be fun. So yeah, let's go check it out.
Hey everybody, so Liam and I are parked at the dam, so I'll leave instructions down on how to get to where we're going, but basically what you want to do is you want to park somewhere on the side right below the tunnel, or you want to park over at the dam. You want to make sure that you're not parked too far out. It is technically a state highway, so it is going to be a little tricky, and you might be towed if you park too far down. But yeah, so let's jump out of the car and we're gonna go check it out. So a perk of coming here is you get to see the dam, the Wachusett Reservoir, and the fountain down below. And I grew up just up the hill from this. This was my backyard as a kid. All right, let's head to the tunnel. All right, so we're here. So if you've never been to Clinton before, there used to be a giant train track that went over the Nashua River. It was on a big trestle, and they took it down. And part of that was the tunnel that went through the hill at the Acre. So my house growing up was actually right up this hill. And basically, we used to come down here all the time as kids because this was the woods right behind our house. Obviously, when I was a little younger, I was kind of afraid to go in. But yeah, as you can see, lots of people come here and unfortunately spray paint. When I was younger, this used to be very clean and it looked nice. And now it's kind of a little bit of a travesty. But the people from the Rail Trail Committee actually are talking about making this into an extension and part of the rail trail system. Because as you can see way down there, that's the other end, and it cuts right through the hill. And yeah, let's take a look inside. So as you may know, if you haven't read the very end of Washington's Dragon Hunter yet, spoiler alert, you might want to stop and watch this when you're done. So this is at the very end. Tryggvi is looking for a place to hide when he gets injured, and Rob and Liam go after and they're looking for him. So he escaped Mount Wachusett, and he had been injured nearby, and he was looking for a cave to go live in. So he actually finds this from the other end. But I'm going to show you basically kind of backwards from the story. But basically right at the end, Liam and the dragon fight right at the very second, and it happens basically right where I'm standing right here. And this overlooks Route 70. It's just below us. Those are the cars you can hear. So what happens in the story is Rob and Liam come from the other end over on Berlin Street, heading from Berlin into Clinton. They find the dragon halfway through. They sneak up on him in the dark. A small little battle ensues, and they escape here before they head out over the river, which is where the end of the book takes place. And I'm not going to give that away for you. I want you to read that. It's going to be exciting. So yeah, let's take a look inside. Liam and I are going to explore, and hope you enjoy. So this is all graffiti people have put up here. Like I said, it used to be nice and clean when I was a kid. But then people painted it and they messed up. Now, do you hear the water dripping? So what there is, so there's points where the cave has started to cave in a little bit.
We don't want to step in. We don't want to go in. We need a flashlight to look out for any roots or like rocks or
And see, this is why we wear our boots. It's all water. Ugh, it's all slimy. Yeah, I think it's like a firework or something. All right, so as you can see, we're about a third of the way through, and this is my favorite part, because this is where you see where they built the tunnel, and the rocky begins. So this is all the natural part that they blasted out, and then here's where you can see that they poured concrete, and they made the actual tunnel walls. So this is cool. All right, so we made it out. It's super muddy and gross here because it's all rocks, so there's nowhere for any of the rainwater to go, so it smells pretty bad. But if you go down there, there is another bridge that's down, I believe that's Clamshell Road, and then the end of the tunnel is up here above me. So yeah, this basically in the story, Tryggvi and then Liam and Rob eventually would have came down along here off of Berlin Street and then made their way along here into the tunnel to go into hide. So this was basically Tryggvi's kind of closest way to get a cave in this area to go hide and recuperate after his battle. And then that's the stepping stone to the next part of the very end of Washington's Dragon Hunter. So thanks a lot for coming along with Liam and I on our trip. Hope you enjoyed the story and hope you enjoyed our little video here. And if you haven't been out here, like I said, head out on either Berlin Street in Clinton or Route 70 in Clinton Park and take a walk. It literally took us less than 5 minutes to walk through. And on a day like today, it's 85 outside. This is the middle of June, and it's probably 50 degrees inside, and there's no spiders or anything like that. It's just dripping water coming down. So it's a perfect thing to do on a hot day. You stay nice and cool for free. So I'll be signing off. Thanks again for coming on a walk with us, and I'll talk to you later. All right, thanks. Bye.